So I'm not going to lie to you. I've been so excited for this book. I have been waiting for this book for the past couple months, and I just cannot wait to review this for you guys because I have been so excited. Gotham by Gaslight, Kryptonian Age is finally here. Gotham by Gaslight is one of my favorite Elseworld stories, if not my favorite Elseworld story of all time. Besides, I guess, the Millerverse, well, Dark Knight Returns. But I'm so excited. I'm even so excited this video is probably going to come out on Saturday instead of either Sunday or Monday. Because I have everything, I have the audio recorded for everything already. And I'm ready to edit the video. And this is just the intro. So let's really get into this book because I'm excited. Let's go.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Polar Bear.
Also, before I really start this video and this review, I also want to say that I did a review of Gotham by Gaslight last week. If you guys need any kind of like catch up for this book, so if you want to watch that video first and then come back to this video, or if you just want to watch this video on its own, this book stands on its own as being said. But if you guys really want to check out the origin or the first appearance of this Batman, you can check out my Gotham by Gaslight review from last week, and I'll also provide a link here if you guys want to check it out. Alright, so we start the book in 1860, 30 years before Gotham by Gaslight, with Jonathan and Martha Kent on their voyage to get to a better place so they can have somewhere better to hunker down. But a meteor starts falling from the sky, striking a crater into the earth, while Jonathan Kent tries to gain his composure, and Martha is at the crater examining it already and yelling for Jonathan to join her and seeing what's in the crater, with Indians over in the distance looking upon the crater. We then go to 1893, Gotham 30 years later, well 33 technically, years later, with Catwoman leaving to go to a gala, but before she stops, she goes to Alleytown. She meets up with a bunch of the women of the night, we'll call them, discussing how things are going with corrupt cops using their services, and, well, corrupt cops, well, being corrupt cops. Catwoman plans on dealing with that later, but we mentioned that nobody has seen the Bat lately, and that has... let's just keep that as a note going on for later. Catwoman then arrives to the gala with less than favorable reactions to her being there, and the rich calling her also a lady of the night. Well, we'll put it that way. Catwoman then talks about how other rich people and how that she becomes upset that her husband has passed away and that he couldn't be there to help her with the social convention. And the party organizer then leads her to his study so she can sort through her emotions in peace and not be disturbed. But it was all a ruse, and Catwoman then lets Holly in, her accomplice, if you don't know. Catwoman then dons her Gotham by Gaslight look, and it's looking good. It is very well, I wouldn't say period accurate, but it's very Gotham by Gaslight-y. Catwoman then goes to the sunroof, making her way to the museum part of the gala, and steals what looks like kind of like a Green Lantern ring, to be honest with you. All while Julie Madison is talking about going back to the Kryptonian age. She said the thing. She said the title. She did it. Catwoman then starts to escape, and a silhouette of Batman is then behind her. But then Catwoman then goes to a drop-off point where two guys are waiting for her, and then they kind of talk about double-crossing Catwoman, because, you know, why not have the money and the ring? Then, good deal, you know? But then Catwoman says a bunch of big words, and they're like, okay, alright, here's the diamonds. She also put the ring on one of the guys to prove that she's sneaky, and, you know, it's kind of a gangster move, you know, to be honest. Catwoman and the guys then get ambushed by what are seemingly ninjas. All the guys that are with Catwoman then get killed, all while Catwoman bounces out of there, and the main ninja woman picks up the ring that one of the guys dropped because he had the ring still. And she's like, this thing is, it's a fake. It's a freaking fake. And then they find out it's a trap set by the Batman. And then the Batman finally shows up. Sick. We finally get to see Batman. He's looking great, looking Gotham by Gaslighty. Batman and the ninjas then fight, and of course, no matter what world you're in, Batman, of course, is going to kick all their butts. And even Catwoman comes in and tries to help Batman with one of the ninjas who is behind him and trying to, you know, stab him in the back. All the ninjas then get out of the building and plan on retreating. Well, they retreat out of the building onto a train for some reason. And still following them is, of course, our dear Dark Knight, the Batman. Batman is then struck by an arrow by one of the guys who were on the train, all while he's still rushing them and taking all of them out. He then finally collapses in front of the ninja woman, and it is revealed then that the ninja lady is Talia al Ghul, and the ninjas were the League of Shadows. And while Talia prepares to kill him, the comic book ends. There unfortunately just isn't a lot to talk about this comic, even though I was very excited for it. There is also just like not a lot of Batman in it. It's mainly Catwoman in this book, and then, you know, we also start off with what is basically the origin of Gotham by Gaslight Superman. Or I think this is Earth 13, I believe. You can fact check me if you want, but I'm saying it's Earth 13. I mean, it was a good book. It was a good book. We're setting up new characters in this universe. New characters to this universe, not new characters to us. Obviously, Talia, Superman, the Kents, we're all very familiar with them in this point in time in our lives. But these kind of issues where they set up a lot of build crafting and then there's not even a lot going on, I guess, in the book, it kind of weighs it down a little bit more, especially since this book is a 6-issue miniseries and not a ongoing or anything like that. It was still very enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, especially the action scenes with Batman. I mean, a lot of the problem with talking about this book is that a lot of these scenes, especially the action scenes with Batman, there's no dialogue. So all you can be like is, ooh, pretty. And that's kind of it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, again, there's still callbacks to a bunch of cool characters of the Batman mythos, and I'm still very excited for this book going forward. Gotham by Gaslight is probably my favorite Elseworld story. I'm not even going to say probably. Gotham by Gaslight is my favorite Elseworld story. It's really good. I love the Victorian era of Batman, I guess. So I'm excited to see this book going forward. As a review for this book, or giving my, my numbering, I would give it 8 out of 10 Lego Bats. I'm going to be generous with it because it is the first issue and it is setting up a little bit of world building. Of course, other issues in the future, other Elseworlds that I'll be covering, Batman Barbarian and Batman. I don't remember what it's called, but I know it's all by Clayman. I'm sorry, Clayman. I'll put it in the side. But Batman Barbarian and Batman, whatever the Clayman thing is, I'm looking forward to that too. But I haven't been excited for a comic like this in a little bit, so we're definitely gonna stick with this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like and comment down below what you guys think of this issue. Did you guys enjoy this issue? Do you think it was a little much in the world building, or do you think it was perfect amount? I want to hear your guys' opinion, especially if you read the book. I really want to hear your opinion on if you read the book too. But with that being said, if you like Batman or me, hit that red subscribe button and turn it gray. And don't forget to keep collecting the comics that you like.